We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. On first down, Pearson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first and 10, Pearson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
To throw on second down, Pearson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give left side. Here's Achane. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a short pickup to about the 25. But you look at this defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. Because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. The Jets at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in following a loss last week, and that, of course, ended that strong run they were on. They had won 7 in a row prior.
And something you pointed out to me before the game even began, they've had terrific fortune throughout their entire win streak, but we both saw it happen right in front of our eyes. Some of that good fortune dried up, and they ended up taking the loss.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When you talk about these Jets defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pearson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing on 1st down. Pearson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Achane gets it from the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pearson. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Here's Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pearson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Pearson. Under pressure, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Achane. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Pearson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on 2nd down, Pearson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw on 3rd down, Pearson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. There on the tackle, Cam Smith. 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Play action. Now Wilson. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball again on second down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Called out a very strong gain of 24. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Hall again on 2nd down. A nice little juke. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards there at a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll go again with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
To throw is Wilson. Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On first down, Pearson. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Pearson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Pearson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pearson. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Hardman to return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running left, it's Hall. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Ball again on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ball again. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
second, third guy in, break it the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They'll come up first and 10 here. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'll come up now on second down.
They'll look to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Berry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
This is first and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's first down.
Throwing now is Wilson.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw left.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Wilson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eluding the pressure right.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Pearson. And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Pearson. Finding space at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
On 4th down, Pearson. A
gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Up the middle, Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
They'll give this to Achane. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's second down. Back to throw. Pearson. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Dolphins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.